1. Abyss, a deep or seemingly bottomless chasm.
Simeon.
She looked down into the dark abyss. 2. Accruing, to receive payments or benefits from an investment or other asset.
누적되는
Interest is accruing on your savings account. 3. Amorphous, without a clearly defined shape or form.
무정형의
The cloud was an amorphous shape in the sky. 4. Amphipods, a type of small shrimp-like crustacean.
땅가그리오.
Amphipods are tiny creatures living in the ocean. 5. Anatomical, relating to bodily structure.
해부학적인
The anatomical structure of the heart is complex. 6. Anthropomorphic, attributing human characteristics or behavior to a god, animal, or object.
인화된
Cartoons often feature anthropomorphic animals. 7. Apostate, a person who renounces a religious or political belief or principle. 8. Auspicious, conducive to success, favorable.
Killjoy.
It was an auspicious start to the project. 9. Biogeochemical, relating to the cycling of substances in nature through geological and biological processes.
생물지구화학적
Biogeochemical cycles recycle elements through ecosystems. 10. Capacious, having a lot of space inside, roomy.
내일본
The capacious bag could hold many books. 11. Cataclysm, a large-scale and violent event in the natural world.
대재앙
The earthquake was a cataclysm that changed the region. 12. Clemency, mercy, lenience.
관용
The prisoner asked for clemency. 13. Concomitant, naturally accompanying or associated.
수반도에는
Economic growth has concomitant environmental effects. 14. Congenial, pleasant because of a personality, qualities, or interests that are similar to one's own.
마음이 맞는
They found each other congenial companions. 15. Cumbrous, large or heavy and therefore difficult to carry or use, unwieldy.
예우구장스러운
The cumbrous package was difficult to carry. 16. Discrepancy, a lack of compatibility or similarity between two or more facts.
불일치
There was a discrepancy between the reports. 17. Disdain, the feeling that someone or something is unworthy of one's consideration or respect.
경멸
She looked at his messy desk with disdain. 18. Disparities, a great difference.
격차
There are economic disparities between regions. 19. Dispassionate, not influenced by strong emotion, and so able to be rational and impartial.
감정에 치우치지 않는
A judge must be dispassionate in decision-making. 20. Ecology, the branch of biology that deals with the relations of organisms to one another and to their physical surroundings.
생태학
Ecology studies the relationship between organisms and their environment. 21. Ephemeral, lasting for a very short time.
내올 수 없는
Fashion trends are often ephemeral. 22. Epitaph, a phrase or form of words written in memory of a person who has died, especially as an inscription on a tombstone.
비문
The epitaph on the tombstone was touching. 23. Equanimity, mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, especially in a difficult situation.
병정심
She handled the crisis with equanimity. 24. Ethereal, extremely delicate and light in a way that seems too perfect for this world.
재혼상예
She wore an ethereal dress that seemed unreal. 25. Etymology, the study of the origin of words and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout history.
예원학
The etymology of science comes from Latin. 26. Exacerbating, making a problem or bad situation worse.
악화시키는
His comments were exacerbating the conflict. 27. Exhilarating, making one feel very happy, animated, or elated.
아주 즐거운
Skydiving was the most exhilarating experience of my life. 28. Farrago, a confused mixture, a hodgepodge.
뒤범벅
The article was a farrago of facts and opinions. 29. Fatuous, silly, and pointless.
여리석은
The movie was full of fatuous jokes. 30. Fecundity, the ability to produce an abundance of offspring or new growth, fertility.
생산력
The fecundity of the farmland was remarkable. 31. Fulminate, to express vehement protest.
맹렬히 비난하다
The critic continued to fulminate against the policy. 32. Grudging, given or allowed reluctantly or resentfully.
마지못해하는.
He gave a grudging apology after being scolded. 33. Impetuous, acting or done quickly and without thought or care.
시험급한.
His impetuous decision caused problems. 34. Inadvertently, without intention, accidentally.
무심코.
He inadvertently sent the email to the wrong person. 35. Inchoate, just begun and so not fully formed or developed, rudimentary.
고기.
The project was still inchoate with no clear direction. 36. Incompressible, incapable of being squeezed or pressed into a smaller space.
압축할 수 없는.
Water is nearly incompressible under pressure. 37. Inconspicuous, not easily seen, subtle.
눈에 띄지 않는.
The spy wore inconspicuous clothing to avoid attention. 38. Indolent, wanting to avoid activity or exertion, lazy.
주렁.
He was indolent and avoided hard work. 39. Ineluctable, unable to be resisted or avoided, inescapable.
불가피한.
Death is an ineluctable part of life. 40. Inert, lacking the ability or strength to move.
비활성애.
Helium is an inert gas. 41. Inexorable, impossible to stop or prevent.
냉혹한.
The spread of technology seems inexorable. 42. Inimical, tending to obstruct or harm. 43. Inscrutable, impossible to understand or interpret.
불개희한.
Her expression was inscrutable, giving away no emotions. 44. Intractable, hard to control or deal with.
다루기 힘든.
The disease was intractable and hard to cure. 45. Laconic, using very few words.
강렬한.
His laconic reply showed disinterest. 46. Lugubrious, looking or sounding sad and dismal.
침울한.
He had a lugubrious expression after the loss. 47. Magnanimous, generous or forgiving, especially toward a rival or less powerful person.
관대한.
The winner was magnanimous and congratulated the other players. 48. Mendacious, not telling the truth, lying.
해오위.
The report was full of mendacious claims. 49. Meticulous, showing great attention to detail, very careful and precise. 50. Obfuscation, the action of making something obscure, unclear, or unintelligible.
모호하게 함.
The company was accused of deliberate obfuscation of facts. 51. Obloquy, strong public condemnation or verbal abuse.
악병.
The politician faced public obloquy after the scandal. 54. Opaque, not able to be seen through, not transparent.
불투명한.
The glass was opaque and hard to see through. 55. Ostensible, stated or appearing to be true, but not necessarily so.
표면상애.
His ostensible reason for leaving was health, but the truth was different. 56. Outpost, a remote part of a country or empire.
전초기지.
The soldiers built an outpost in the desert. 57. Paucity, the presence of something only in small or insufficient quantities or amounts. Scarcity.
부족.
There was a paucity of evidence in the case. 58. Perforated, pierced with a hole or holes.
꾸미용이란.
The paper was perforated for easy tearing. 59. Perfunctory, of an action or gesture carried out with a minimum of effort or reflection.
형식적인.
He gave a perfunctory nod. 60. Perilous, full of danger or risk.
위험한.
They took a perilous journey across the mountains. 61. Permafrost, ground that is permanently frozen.
영구 동토층.
Permafrost covers much of Siberia. 62. Pernicious, having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way.
유해한.
Smoking has a pernicious effect on health. 63. Placid, not easily upset or excited.
가분한.
The lake was placid and peaceful. 64. Preoccupied, engrossed in thought, distracted.
몰두한.
He was too preoccupied with the work to notice the time. 65. Prodigious, impressively great in extent, size, or degree.
엄청난.
He had a prodigious talent for music. 66. Profoundly, to a very great extent, deeply.
심오학.
She was profoundly affected by the news. 67. Promiscuous, characterized by many sexual relationships, often with partners who are not part of a long-term relationship.
문란한.
The novel depicted a promiscuous lifestyle. 68. Pusillanimous, showing a lack of courage or determination, timid.
소심한,
The pusillanimous man avoided confrontation. 69. Quiescent, in a state or period of inactivity or dormancy.
활동하지 않는,
The volcano was quiescent for decades. 70. Quixotic, extravagantly chivalrous or romantic, visionary, impractical, or impulsive.
비현실적인,
His plan to change the world in 1 year was quixotic. 71. Recalcitrant, having an obstinately uncooperative attitude toward authority or discipline.
저항하는,
The recalcitrant student refused to follow the rules. 72. Recondite, of a subject or knowledge, little known, abstruse.
난해한,
The professor's lecture was full of recondite details. 73. Recumbent, of a person or human figure lying down. 74. Recuperate, to recover from illness or exertion.
회복하다,
After the surgery, he needed a month to recuperate. 75. Sardonic, grimly mocking or cynical.
바이오스는
He gave a sardonic smile. 76. Solipsism, the view or theory that the self is all that can be known to exist.
유아론,
Some philosophers argue that solipsism is impossible to disprove. 77. Sublimely, of such excellence, grandeur, or beauty as to inspire great admiration or awe.
선고해지,
The music was sublimely beautiful. 78. Sycophant, a person who acts obsequiously toward someone important in order to gain advantage.
아치엄근,
The sycophant always praised the boss unnecessarily. 79. Teleological, relating to or involving the explanation of phenomena in terms of the purpose they serve.
목적론적인,
The scientist rejected a teleological explanation for evolution. 80. Terrestrial, of, on, or relating to the earth.
지구에,
Terrestrial life differs from aquatic life. 81. Ubiquitous, present, appearing, or found everywhere.
도시오에 존재하는,
Smartphones are ubiquitous in modern society. 82. Uncanny, strange or mysterious, especially in an unsettling way.
이상간,
She had an uncanny ability to guess people's thoughts. 83. Unnerving, causing one to lose courage or confidence, disconcerting.
불안하게 하는,
His silence was unnerving to the team. 84. Venial, of a kind that is not very serious or harmful.
가비운,
Lying about your age is considered a venial sin. 85. Vulnerable, susceptible to physical or emotional harm or attack.
죄악한,
Children are more vulnerable to the flu than adults.